Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In the previous session, I started discussing about colloids, right? Yes, what we said, what do you mean by colloid here? Colloids are nothing but, first thing what is to be remembered, yes, it is a heterogeneous system. Here do you know, colloids are nothing but a heterogeneous system in which one particles or one type of substances dispersed as a larger particles in another. So we said a heterogeneous system, here one substances dispersed as a large particles of sizes to 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. Okay, ಹೀಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು or else 10 raised to minus 9 meter to 10 raised to minus 6 meter. So such a type of mixtures are called colloids. Here, if I consider important things to be remembered about colloids is, yes, colloids is a heterogeneous system, and here size of the particles, okay, size of the particle lies between in the range of 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer, or else I can say 10 raised to minus 9 meter to 10 raised to minus 6 meter, right? And further, the important thing to be remembered here is, yes, all colloids are going to have two type of substances. One is dispersed phase, okay, one is dispersed phase, another one is dispersion medium, okay. Yes, as like solutions, we say solutions are made up of two components, solute and solvent. Similarly, if I consider a colloid, okay, now colloid anta consider madidre, yes, colloids are also made up of two components. What are those? Dispersed phase and a dispersion medium. Okay, so what is dispersed phase? These are the substances which are dispersed. These are the substances which are dispersed in the another substance. And here dispersed phase means these particles present in less quantity and whose size will be in the range of 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. So if I compare the size, okay, size of dispersed phase and dispersion medium, whose size is more? Dispersed phase is going to have larger size compared to dispersion medium particles. And regarding quantity, what I said, regarding quantity, here dispersed phase particles are less in quantity compared to dispersion medium particles. Okay, is about in the last class whatever the things we have discussed. Well, now in this session we are going to continue the remaining part or rest of the part. What it is? It is the classification of colloids. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೇನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ regarding classification of colloids. So yes, we come to know the meaning of a colloid. Yes, it is a heterogeneous system. Here one substance is dispersed as a larger particles in the another substance. Okay, well, if I think of classification, yes, it is necessary to classify the colloid. We have different way to classify the colloids. So on the basis of physical state, ಅಂದ್ರೆ first ಏನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ on the basis of physical state of ಯಾವುದು physical state of a dispersed phase and dispersion medium. So we have different way to classify the colloids. One among them is based on the physical state of a dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Okay, physical state anta bandre, yes, what we know, yes, it may be solid, it may be liquid, right, or it may be gas. So dispersed phase may be solid, liquid or a gas. Similarly, even a dispersion medium may be a solid, liquid or a gas. So overall what we can say, based on the dispersed physical state of dispersed phase and dispersion medium, colloids can be classified. This is the one way, please remember. Then coming to the second one, second way of classification is nature of interaction. Since we know colloid is going to be formed when dispersed phase and dispersion medium are mixed, resultant will be colloid. Okay, ನಾವೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಈ colloid ಹೇಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, it is a sum of mathematically ಹೇಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ dispersed phase plus dispersion medium, resultant will be a colloid. ಹೌದಾ? colloid ಅಂತ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಎರಡು particles, two type of particles when they combine and where size of the particle, okay, ಎಷ್ಟಿರಬೇಕು, 10 raised to minus 9 meter to 10 raised to minus 6 meter ಇರಬೇಕು. Okay, size of the dispersed phase particle must be lies between 10 raised to minus 9 meter to 10 raised to minus 6 meter. Next ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, and it must, if it is a heterogeneous system, ಎರಡು criteria fill ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, yes it is a resultant will be colloid ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, well, now when these two type of substances are mixed, ಯಾವ್ದು dispersed phase and dispersion medium, what happens, these particles interact, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತವೆ, they interact among themselves. Now yes, there will be different type of interactions. So ನಾವೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೀವಿ, overall ಗೆ based on the nature of interaction between dispersed phase and dispersion medium, even we can classify the colloids. So it's the second way of classification. So first ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು, based on the physical state of dispersed phase and dispersion medium we can classify the colloids. Second is based on the nature of interaction, based on the nature of interaction between, the second way of classification is based on the nature of interaction between dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Well, coming to the third way, it is the type of, what is the third way of classification, it is based on the type of particles of a, based on the type of particles of a dispersed phase. Well, now overall what we can say, if I think of classification, andre if I think of classification of colloids, how many ways we have? Yes, there are three ways. Okay, ಯಾವ್ದು, based on the physical state. Okay, based on the physical state of a dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Second one, based on the nature of interaction. Okay, based on the nature of interaction between dispersed phase and dispersion medium. And third way is based on the type of particles of a dispersed phase. So these are the three way of classifying the colloids. Well, now we'll consider one by one. Right? What is the first one I said? Based on the physical state of dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Well, when I consider physical state, as already mentioned, physical state of a dispersed phase, it may be solid, liquid or a gas. Howda? The dispersed phase of it may be of solid, or it may be of liquid, or it may be one gas. Similarly, if I consider dispersion medium anta tagondre, again here also the dispersion medium may be a solid, a liquid or a gas. So we have possibilities. Dispersed phase may be present in solid or a liquid or a gaseous in state. Similarly, dispersion medium also may be present in a solid or liquid or gaseous in state. So based on this, okay, based on the possibilities, what we, how many combinations we'll get, say depending on whether, okay, depending upon whether the dispersed phase and dispersion medium are solid, liquid or gases. How many types? There are totally 8 type of colloidal systems are possible. Okay, ನಾನೀಗ ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, dispersed phase and dispersion medium combination ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, say it may be solid, dispersed phase may be solid, it may be liquid or it may be gas. Similarly, dispersion medium anta tagondre, again it may be solid, it may be liquid, okay, or it may be gas. Both we have possibilities. Now if you consider the combinations, means say solid liquid, solid gas. So we got 3 combinations. Okay, plus again liquid solid, liquid liquid, liquid gas. One more 3 combinations. Now third one, say gas solid. Gas is a dispersed phase and solid is a dispersion medium. Gas liquid. Here 2 combinations. What about gas in gas? Just later we consider about this. So totally how many? 8 types of colloidal systems are possible. So overall, what is to be remembered here? So if I consider physical state of dispersed phase and dispersion medium, yes, based on it, there are 8 type of colloidal systems are possible. Just we consider one by one, right? Well, so coming to dispersed phase and dispersion medium, okay, the resultant will be colloid as we said. So when dispersed phase and dispersion medium combine, resultant will be a colloid. Now, if we consider the possibilities, ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು? If dispersed phase is solid and dispersion medium is solid, so if both dispersed phase and dispersion medium are solids, okay, then the resultant colloid is called solid sol. So please remember, both dispersed phase and dispersion medium are both dispersed phase and dispersion medium are solids, then the colloidal system is called solid sol. Well, example for solid sol, gemstone is an example. Okay, colored glasses are example for solid sol. You got it? What is solid sol? Here, both dispersed phase and dispersion medium are in a solid state. Example, gemstone and colored glasses. It's a one type. Okay. Well, what is the first one we said? It is the solid. Okay, solid sol. Now, second type is when dispersed phase is solid and dispersion medium is liquid. Now, solid and liquid type. What you are saying? When dispersed phase is solid and dispersion medium is liquid, then the resultant colloid is called sol. A resultant colloid ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Sol ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. When dispersed phase is solid and dispersion medium is liquid. So, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಸೋಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. SOL. Okay, solid liquid. So resultant will be sol. Okay, please try to understand it. So when dispersed phase is solid and dispersion medium is liquid, then the resultant colloidal system is called sol. Well, example for sol is, say, blood is a well-known example for, okay, so we used to call blood sol itself, and all paints are example for a sol type of colloidal system. Means blood, we know that it may be animal or plant, sorry, humans or any kind of animal blood. This is an example for what type of colloidal system? So it is a sol. So blood is an example for sol type of colloidal system. Even if you consider the paints, yes, all paints are example for a sol type of colloidal system. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ paint ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ yes, ಎಲ್ಲ paint ಯಾವ type of colloidal system ಇರುತ್ತೆ? Yes, it is a type of sol, right? So here dispersed phase is solid and dispersion medium is liquid. Well, now next one. So now we got two type. One is, okay, what is the first one? Solid sol. Second one, sol. Okay. Well, next one, if okay, dispersed phase is solid. Next ಏನಿದೆ? If the dispersed phase is solid and dispersion medium is gas. Under dispersed phase solid ಇದೆ, dispersion medium gas ಇದೆ. If it is the case, then the colloidal system is called solid aerosol. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Solid aerosol ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So just repeat, if the dispersed phase is solid and that of dispersion medium is gas, then such colloidal system is called solid aerosol. Yes, example for solid aerosol, whenever if you observe in and around, yes, we observe the dust particles, right? Okay, dust particles which are dispersed in a gas. If I consider the dust particle, ಅದೇನಿದೆ, they are solid particles, right? Solid sand particles, and they are dispersed where? They are dispersed in a gas, right? I can say now dust is an example for solid aerosol, which means yes, we observe dust particles in and around, right? Means I can say we are get surrounded by dust particles, yes or no? Yes, we are get surrounded by dust particles. Then what it mean? We are get surrounded by colloids, right? I can say we are entirely get surrounded by colloids, dust particles present in the atmosphere. Even in the outer sphere also there will be dust particles. It means in general what we can say, yes, colloids are widely distributed. Colloids are widely distributed. Well, so well, down here remember If the dispersed phase is solid and that of dispersion medium is gas, then such type of colloidal system is called, what is the name? Solid aerosol. Okay. If dispersed phase is solid and dispersion medium is gas, then such colloidal system is called solid aerosol. Example, dust is a well-known example for solid aerosol. Okay. One more example, if I consider smoke. What is smoke? Smoke is actually a carbon particles. Okay. Carbon particles. Smoke another carbon particles distributed in a gas, or I can say air. So these carbon particles dispersed in air, or I can say gas, is also an example for solid aerosol. So these are the two well-known examples for solid aerosol. One is dust, another one is smoke. Okay. Well, coming to the next one, say if dispersed phase is liquid, okay, if dispersed phase is liquid and dispersion medium is solid, then it is called gel. Okay, gel anta yava karitivi now. If dispersed phase is liquid and dispersion medium is solid, then the resultant colloidal system is called gel. This example for gel, say butter is a well-known example. Okay, butter is a well-known example for gel. Here dispersed phase is liquid and dispersion medium is solid. The next one, jellies. I hope you are aware about these jellies. These are also example for a gel. Okay, please remember what is gel here. Here dispersed phase is liquid. Okay, dispersion medium is solid. So resultant colloidal system is named as a gel. Next one, if both dispersed phase and dispersion medium are liquid, okay, which is very important. If both dispersed phase and dispersion medium are liquid, then the colloidal system is called emulsions. Okay, ಈಗ dispersed phase ಮತ್ತೆ dispersion medium ಎರಡು liquid ಇದ್ರೆ ಆ resultant colloidal system ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು? It is called emulsions. Okay, example, if we consider example for emulsions, yes, hair creams. Okay, ನಾವೇನ್ hair cream ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, color for curling, that all hair creams are example for, or I can say it is a type of emulsions. Here dispersed phase and dispersion medium both are liquids. And one more, milk is also example for a emulsion. Okay, ಏನ್ emulsion ಅಂದ್ರೆ here dispersed phase and dispersion medium both are in a liquid state. Examples ಯಾವುದು ನೆನಪಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲಿ, hair creams and milk are example for, okay, emulsions. Again, in upcoming classes we'll consider particularly emulsions and types of emulsions with the example. Okay, ನಾವು next upcoming class ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕಲಿತೀವಿ, emulsion ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ. Definition of emulsion, types of emulsions with the particular examples. Okay, please remember it. So now emulsion is nothing but, yes, it is a type of colloidal system. Emulsion andre ಏನು? It is a type of colloidal system in which both dispersed phase and dispersion medium are liquids. Okay, well, coming to the next one, if dispersed phase is liquid and dispersion medium is gas. Okay, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. You please note down and make it practice. Examples are very important. Okay, so well, now if the dispersed phase is liquid and dispersion medium is a gas, then it is called liquid aerosol. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು? liquid aerosol ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ವರ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ, aerosol ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಓಕೆ, solid aerosol ಅಂತ ಬಂತಾ, right? So already we come across solid aerosol. Solid aerosol ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, solid is the dispersed phase and gas is the dispersion medium. Similarly, ಈ liquid aerosol ಅಂತ ಬಂದ್ರೆ liquid is the dispersed phase and gas is the dispersion medium. Well, examples ಏನು? So fog ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, early in the morning when you observe, okay, there will be fog formation. ಅಂದ್ರೆ moisture content, liquid droplets are dispersed in air. Okay, atmosphere layer ಇರುತ್ತಾ, ಆ air ಅಲ್ಲಿ moisture droplets dispersed ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. So resultant is called fog. So I repeat, What is liquid aerosol? A type of colloidal system in which liquid is the dispersed phase. Now, liquid is the dispersed phase while gas is the dispersion medium. Example in the fog is a well-known example. Further, insecticide sprays. Generally, sprays. All sprays are example for. ಈಗ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು ಹಿಟ್ ಓಕೆ ಏನು ಹಿಟ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ all sprays generally perfumes ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು okay sprays all sprays are example for okay liquid aerosol ನೀವು spray button press ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ okay when you press this button upper button ನೀವು press ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ so liquid will be dispersed ಅಂದ್ರೆ small droplets of liquid will be dispersed in a air. That resultant system becomes the liquid aerosol. Okay, so fog is an example. Insecticide spray is also example for a liquid aerosol. So one more example, if I consider clouds, okay, cloud formation, if I consider, say whatever the clouds formed, they are also example for liquid aerosol. So just repeat, what is liquid aerosol here? A type of colloidal system in which liquid is the dispersed phase while gas is the dispersion medium. Iಷ್ಟು definition ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Further examples are very important. So particular examples ಅನ್ನ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. If I consider fog, insecticide sprays and cloud, these are example for liquid aerosol. Okay, well, next coming to the next type. If dispersed phase is gas and dispersion medium is solid. ಏನು ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದೇವೆ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ? Say for dispersed phase is gas and dispersion medium is solid, then the colloidal system is called solid soul. ಇದಕ್ಕೇನು ಕರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Solid soul ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Example ಏನಿದಕ್ಕೆ? Say foam rubber is an example for solid soul. Pumice stone is also example for solid soul. So just repeat, what do you mean by solid soul? A type of colloidal system. Here gas is the dispersed phase and solid is the dispersion medium. You might have seen both these, foam rubber as well as pumice stone. Okay, so these are example for solid soul. Okay, well, now if okay, gas is the dispersed phase and liquid is the dispersion medium, then the resultant colloidal system is called foam. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Here gas is the dispersed phase and liquid is the dispersion medium is called foam. Now if you consider example, wiped cream is an example for foam, and froth, whatever the froth formed in a cup of tea, or even if you consider washing powders and all, whatever the froth formed, okay, froth will be found on the surface of a liquid. All froth, not necessarily on okay cup of tea, even with the help of washing powder also we can generate a froth, or even we can develop liquid soap, any kind of liquid soap, or you can say generally shampoos. Okay, whatever the froth formed, all froth is an example for foam type of colloid, where gas will be the dispersed phase and liquid is the dispersion medium. So I just recall the definition. What do you mean by foam? As foam is a colloidal system, here gas is the dispersed phase and liquid is the dispersion medium. Okay, next one, if both gas and gas, it means if both dispersed phase and dispersion medium are gas, okay, both dispersed phase and dispersion medium are gas, then what is that resultant colloid? Yes, what is the answer here? None. What it means? It means gas in gas do not constitute, okay, if both dispersed phase and dispersion medium are gaseous in state, then it do not constitute any kind of colloid. Okay, can you think over it? If I consider all possibilities, yes, I said yes, there will be different type of colloidal forms exist. If I consider both dispersed phase and dispersion medium in gaseous state, then we said yes, there is no any colloidal system formation. What is the answer for it? If you think gas in gas, okay, all gases are miscible, Okay, one thing what we can notice here, all gases are miscible. What it mean then? If all gases are miscible means, what does it mean? A gas mixed with another gas. Okay, please remember, if we consider gaseous system, both if gas dispersed phase and dispersion medium are gases, what happens is all gases are miscible irrespective of their proportions. Okay, irrespective of the proportions, is all gases are miscible. Okay, so therefore, what type of solution it is, or what type of mixture it is? So it constitutes a homogeneous mixture. Enaguttali, since all gases are miscible with one another, it constitutes the homogeneous mixtures. Namgeniде to say colloid, it must be heterogeneous mixture. But ilenagutte, since all gases, okay, all gases are miscible with one another, and it constitutes what type of mixture? Homogeneous mixture, and hence it does not constitute a colloidal system. Right? So if I consider gas in gas type of colloid, yes, it doesn't exist. Yake existilla? Since it is a homogeneous mixture. It is a homogeneous mixture. Therefore, gas in gas do not constitute any type of a colloid. Okay, so except gas in gas. And then now, if I consider physical state of dispersed phase and dispersion medium, okay, I mean it is solid, liquid, gas, solid, liquid, gas. Totally 8 combinations ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. Out of 9 possibilities ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, ಯಾವ್ದಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು? Solid, 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 liquid, solid, gas. ಹೌದಾ? Next ಬಂದ್ರೆ liquid, solid, liquid, 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 gas. ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? 3 plus 3 6 ಆಯ್ತಾ? Next combination ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, when you think of gas is the dispersed phase. Okay, gas ಜೊತೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ say gas solid, gas liquid, gas ಹೇಳ್ತೀವ ನಾವು, gas in gas, whether we consider this state. If we consider that, totally 9 types, but we are omitting this. ಹೌದಾ? We are not considering gas in gas type of a colloid. Yake? Since it constitutes a homogeneous mixture. But what is the remaining forms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are the 8 possible type of colloids are considered, except gas in gas. Okay, yes. So if I consider physical state of dispersed phase and dispersion medium, yes, we said totally there are 8 type of colloidal systems are possible. Okay, so whatever the things I have discussed, it is very important, even entrance point of view. Okay, those examples are very important. Well, now if you consider what is the analysis of this chart concept. Yes, so many familiar commercial products, natural products like wiped cream, milk, dust, paints, all are colloids. So whatever the examples we have gone through, say we said fog, okay, fog, mist, okay, cloud, dust even we considered, milk we considered, creams we have considered, okay, stones we have considered, right? Aerosols formation we considered, solid aerosol, liquid aerosol. Yes, all are colloids itself, is the one observation we have done, right? Then so based on physical state of dispersed phase and dispersion medium, whatever the things present in and around, all are example for a colloid itself. Yes, when you consider the blood also, right? So blood is also kind of colloidal system. So overall what we can say, yes, we are get surrounded by, we are made up of colloids, and even we are get surrounded by colloidal particles. Okay, well, now if you consider some other important things within a typical cell, if I consider a cell, yes, there will be proteins. Cell there will be proteins, there will be nucleic acids. Okay, so these proteins and nucleic acids are colloidal sized particles dispersed in a aqueous solution of ions and small molecules. So please remember, if I consider even a simple typical cell, okay, typical cell either of animal or plants, is whatever the proteins and nucleic acids present, what is size of those particles? Yes, they are in a colloidal sized particle. Colloidal sized particle andre size enilli 10 raised to minus 9 meter, 10 raised to minus 9 meter to 10 raised to minus 6 meter, or else even what we can say 1 nanometer to 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. Okay, so these proteins and nucleic acids of colloidal sized particle, they are dispersed in the aqueous solution of ions and small molecules. Okay, well, is the one thing to be remembered. Next thing, if we consider, okay, the dispersion medium. Okay, dispersion medium decides the physical state of a colloid. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲಿ, the physical state, as like a physical state of solution, who is going to decide? The solvent is going to decide. So here also the physical state of any colloid, okay, physical state of any colloid is decided by what? Dispersion medium. Andre dispersion medium enta gotivala, the physical state of dispersion medium itself is the, okay, physical state of a colloid. So here two things again to be important to be noticed is, if the dispersion medium is water, andre ee dispersion medium water kuda agirbodu, hauda? In such case, okay, if the dispersion medium is water, then that colloidal system is called aquasol, or it is also called hydrosol. So please remember, if the dispersion medium is water, then that resultant colloidal system or that sol is called aquasol or hydrosol. Similarly, if dispersion medium is alcohol, okay, dispersion medium is alcohol, then it is called alcohol. Okay, alcohol. In general, if dispersion medium is any, organic liquid, or I can say organic solvent, okay, then it is called ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನೋಸೋಲ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಕರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನೋಸೋಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದೇನಿಲ್ಲಿ, so the dispersion medium is water, then it is called aquasol or hydrosol, and other than water, if it is any organic solvent, it is called organosol. Like if it is alcohol, it is called alcohol. Okay, now coming to the MCQ, butter is an example for, okay, butter on the example nanu specify madide. Yes, it is an example for what type of colloid? First one, sol, gel, aerosol and emulsions. Yes, butter is an example for what type of colloid? Yes, it is an example for gel. Okay, well, next, cloud is an example of what type of colloid? Cloud anta helide nanu. Yes, it is a sol, gel, liquid aerosol and emulsions. Yes, what is the answer here? Liquid aerosol is a answer. So cloud is an example for liquid aerosol. That is, liquid particles are dispersed in air. Okay, liquid aerosol. Well, so with this I am going to conclude about this session. Again, in the next session we continue the remaining part. Okay, thank you, be safe.